Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here. So I wanted to do an update to my Draco Pendulum Magician deck. I think it's a very, very good deck, and it does a lot of really cool stuff and plays a lot of really good extra deck monsters. In my last video, like top 10 generic kind of extra deck monsters that you should have. This deck plays almost all those. That's just kind of a coincidence, but this deck has a lot of cool stuff that it does with whether it be tuners or rank 4 XYZs or link summoning. It does a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with the best Draco Slayer monster, and that's Luster Pendulum. Now he allows you to, if you have another card in your Pendulum zone, you just destroy that card and add one from your deck with the same name. So it basically allows you to load up your extra deck and then search another one. And it's also a dragon level 4 tuner. Really, really good card. And then we are also playing 3 Master Pendulum. Now it is a normal monster, so no effect to it. It does have a similar effect to Luster, but you just target a card in the Pendulum zone and destroy it. You don't get to search one, so it's definitely not as good. And then Vector Pendulum is the worst one, but it is nice that it is another normal Draco card. It's our Draco Overlord, so we have to play it. He's still a level 4, really nice. And then one of the best normal summons in this deck is Rescue Rabbit. So you tribute this, banish this, and then special summon 2 level 4 normal monsters. So it'd be special summon either 2 Master or 2 Vector, and that just gets everything going. It's a great way to start, especially with this deck. And then another really good card that we're playing is 3 Odd Eyes Revolution. Now it's only in here to search out any of these guys basically, and also Darkworm. So you just discard this, pay 500, and you can add any level 8 or lower Dragon Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, not once per turn. So if you open multiple ones of these, use them all and search any of these, or Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. So amazing card. You don't have to play it. We do have a lot of other ways of getting to these guys here. So if you don't have it, just cut it out. It's not that big a deal, but it is very good if you do have it. Even 1 or 2 is nice to have. And that's kind of it for the Draco kind of stuff. For the Magicians, playing 3 Harmonizing Magician. I definitely feel you have to play 3 of this because it fits in perfect. It's another level 4. It's a tuner, and it special summons from your deck when you Pendulum summon it. So it just fits in with everything. Allows you to go into your Ignister super easily. So really nice to have that one. And then just one of the other ones. We have Double Iris, 1 Purple Poison, 1 Black Fang, and then the last one is Celestial Magician. He's really nice because you will have a lot of instances where you have a Synchro, an XYZ, a fusion monster on the field, and he gains some pretty good effects depending on what you have when he's summoned out. So yeah, definitely that's kind of the Magicians we play. And then our best extender is going to be Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Again, fits in with everything because he's a dragon, level 4. He's a free summon. Really good card. And obviously the Gate 0 that we play with him. And then the final 2 cards, we have Amorphage Sloth. You can play Goliath also. And then Aether. And I wanted to play both. I'll show you why. Basically, it's pretty easy in this deck to go for a Yugioh. So you make a Yugioh, and then you should be able to then get a level 4 dragon for LP, make LP, and then you can special summon that Sloth. And then you can go, it was too good to not play both of them, so that you get, you stop your opponent from special summoning, and then you also, whatever monster they normal summon, or whatever they're doing, you can banish it. So that's the monsters we're playing. And for the spells, the best one by far, 3 Duelist Alliance. for multiple reasons, but the main reason being, so you can search double iris, but then you can also search all of your Draco cards, because they all have Pendulum in their name. You can search it as long as you have a Pendulum monster in the Pendulum zone. Just simply search any of those. It's almost always, of course, going to be Luster, because he's just so good. But yeah, amazing card. And then also, you can search out Pendulum Call for our Magician engine, which of course is amazing as well. So yeah, Duelist Alliance might be the MVP, at least spell card, for this deck, because it just does so much. And then we of course play Draco Face Off. Can't wait for this to come back. I hope this list, in about a month or so, we at least get it at 2, but I'm hoping they just flat out take it off the list. And then one of our best opening cards, I guess 2 opening cards, is Painful Decision and Unexpected Die. So that's part of the reason I'm maxing out on our normal monsters, is so that I can abuse these cards. So Painful Decision is getting one of these to the grave and then searching one. And then Unexpected Die is just flat out special summoning one if you control no other monsters. So yeah, they're just free, both of them. Free search, free summon. So I definitely like them. And then for some really good field spells, playing Sky Iris. That's obviously to search our Odd Eyes Revolution, which can then search us any Draco. And then Dragon Ravine is getting us that Dark Worm to grave, which is very important with this deck. Just free summons is super important. And then of course Set Rotation to search out those, and same with Terraforming. So you want to open, with at least one of these so that you can combo off and do some cool stuff. And we're also playing 2 Dragon Shrine and 1 Foolish Burial. Again, we really want that Dark Worm in grave. It's just too free, and it just gets everything going. That 1 Called by the Grave, it helps. We do a lot of searching and summoning, and we want a lot of effects going off, so Called by the Grave is nice to have. And then 1 Time Pendulum Graph. It's easily searchable by the double iris, so that's all we need. We don't need the Star Pendulum Graph or anything. Just need the really powerful, nice one. So that is it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're of course playing 2 Ignister, by far the best one. You can use its effect going second to just shuffle 1 card on the field into the deck. Or the main reason we're using it in this particular deck is to just special summon a Draco Slayer from your deck. And then Master Pendulum is special summoning 1 face up from the extra deck. And then Dino Stir Power is special summoning 1 from your hand or graveyard. So they're all really good. These are both, the Fusion and the Synchro, are both level 8, so you can use those to go into a level 8 or rank 8 XYZ. So they're all very good. You can easily go into all 3 of these, no problem. And then a really cool link that I like to play is Draco Masters of the Tenyi. So you can use his effect. First of all, he can't be destroyed by battle with an effect monster, which is cool. But then if you control no other effect monsters, you can destroy effect monsters your opponent controls up to the number of non-effect that you control or in your graveyard. So, obviously we have all of our Draco monsters that are normal. So you can destroy a couple cards usually. Of course, if you control no other effect monsters. But the main reason I like him is he's kind of generic. He just requires 2 monsters, including a link, and he opens up 3 zones for you for your Pendulum summoning. That's really important. And then we, of course, play the LP, free summon from deck, basically. Hieratic Seal, super free in this deck. There's a lot of nice dragons to play. And then Star Yugioh, again, you kind of go into it fairly easily, so it's really nice. And then IP Masquerena, super generic. Sometimes I'll go from IP Masquerena into Draco, and then he cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, which is kind of cool. But yeah, usually we'll probably go into Appaloosa, just get some monster negates off of IP Masquerena. And then the last Link 4 we play is Borrelsword, just to help us with OTKs, because this deck doesn't do that too crazy, so it's nice to have a card that allows us to do that a little easier. Then for our rank 4s, Abyss Dweller and Dugaris are probably the two most important ones for this deck. You know, you get some draw power or special summon from grave, and then you just shut off your opponent's grave, basically. And then our rank 8 that we're playing is Hope Harbinger. It's super good. Obviously, it's just going to be negating a spell effect. And then the last card we're playing is Borload Savage. It's again, once you go into a couple of links, or like your Guard Dragon, then you can go into Borload and have just a free negate anything. Really nice. But that's the deck, guys. Again, this is one of my favorite Pendulum decks to play. It's super unexpected. And you know, when you have normal cards, a lot of cards say negate the face-up monster's effects. So having a card like this that's 1850 and they can't really do anything to it is kind of cool. But there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of really cool combos that this deck does, and I think it's really good. But yeah, check it out, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.